I'm sure the Alabama faithful, I'm sure there's a lot of folks in there, see Ole Miss, a lot of folks that are saying to themselves that were watching that Notre Dame game and saying, look, we could have done a better, we could have went on national TV in the playoffs and got our ass kicked like that. I'm sure there's a lot of that being said, but at the end of the day, you can't be mad at Notre Dame. All right, that's the business, right? Use your advantage. And I remember actually there was back when the BCS was a thing, that Notre Dame, because they were independent, as long as they won, I had a coach back, by the way, my shout out to Coach Sarr if you're listening, but he's a big Notre Dame fan, and he looked it up. I remember him looking it up when I was in high school. As long as Notre Dame wins a certain amount of games, they automatically get bids. There's certain favors, there's certain things that Notre Dame gets because they're Notre Dame. And again, I'm not saying that to complain or to make it feel or make you think that Notre Dame should feel guilty about what's going on. No, that shouldn't be the case. What you need to be doing, what you need to be looking at and say, okay, Notre Dame has the advantage of we are college football. We are the thing that represent. We're like one of the pillars of the actual brand of college football in itself. How do I keep using that to my advantage, bro? How do I keep using it? How do I keep using the presence of what I'm about? And it's the same thing with you in business. If let's say you're a business owner let's say you run a actually, I'll give you a perfect example because this just happened to me this past Saturday. I went to this bagel shop. Brandon, it's Parkland, because I was in Parkland. I was in Parkland, Florida. So this is closer to like Boca, Florida area. And I stopped at this bagel shop to get some breakfast. And this was the first time I've ever tried this place. All right. And you could tell it wasn't a franchise. It wasn't anything that was, corporate. This was like local people, local bagel shops, and local bagel shop. This wasn't anything that their plan wasn't to build anymore. When you walked in, it was family owned. The person greeted me, "Hey man, what do you like to eat? What kind of bagels you like?" And I remember getting the bagel. It was a veggie egg sandwich, and I ordered the bagel, and they had the setup and all that. So anyway, I go and I pay for the bagel, and the lady's like, "Look, do you want a drink with it?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." But she's like, "You get a free one, right? And every time you come in at this time and this time, you get a free this and a free that." And she didn't have to do it. She could have just took my money and left it alone. But she made it a point. She made it a point to explain to me the first time I've ever been in the place, "Hey, this is how we do things here. If you're ever in this area at this time, this is what we're all about. This is what we do at this particular time from Monday to Friday." All of that information. That is using the home field advantage. They know they're the only location. They don't have to worry about competition with some corporate location like a Panera or a Einstein Bagel or whatever corporate location you want to name. They know they're the only location. And if they get a certain amount of people, they get a certain number, they're just going to keep using it to their advantage. That's what you can build. That's what you can have if you use it to your advantage, if you use those sorts of advantages. The quality of the food is better. Again, I tried Einstein Bagels and I tried this place. I'll take that place, Parkland Bagels, over that every single day of the week. How exactly are you going to use your advantage? All right. That's what Notre Dame was able to do. Obviously, I think they were the better team and all that. But then you get the next one, which I pretty much showed you already. When it comes to Penn State and SMU, easily just the more physically dominating team, and they just simply used it. Just run the ball. We don't have to go and throw the ball 50 times a game. We could just simply beat them by running, playing solid defense, and making their quarterback rattle. That's pretty much all they did. Texas, the same thing. And then what we saw with Ohio State, the biggest difference was they were able to get off those huge, humongous, electrifying plays early. And, obviously Tennessee just wasn't able to bounce back from that. So that's it.